Do you want to start taking photography more seriously? Well, in this video, I'll be talking about 7 things I'd emphasize if I was starting in photography today. Stick around to the end for a bonus tip. If you're new here, hello. My name is Mata, and I live in Hawaii, and I'm a photographer. Number 1, start right away. The most important thing is just starting, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get good at something if you don't practice. So, get a camera, get your phone, whatever you can. Turn on the rule of thirds grid and start working, bro. The more reps you get in, the better you'll get, and the more you get, or the quicker you get those reps in, the quicker you'll be good at this. What I suggest, go on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, wherever you get used things. Or if you've never done it before, try it out. You know what I'm saying? There's some pretty high quality shit for pretty low price. I got my camera and 2 lenses for $700, and I was able to start pretty much right away. I don't care what you got to do to get started, just get started. If you want to be a photographer and I talk to you and you haven't got any work done, you don't want to become a photographer, so stop talking about it, you know what I'm saying? Go do something else. Number 2, work on your social skills. When you're super awkward, it just makes photography a lot harder for yourself. And even if you push yourself through it, it's like, are you really enjoying it? If you're just like scared the whole time, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta enjoy what you do. So, get comfortable, build on your social skills. There's a lot of things like, people don't really think about this. Like, you can go on YouTube and you can find out ways to become a better person. Literally, like, there's people that study that and they put out what they learned about like human nature and how to become like a more charismatic, more social person. There's some real like cheat codes, bro. No one ever says anything about this. Before, I was really shy. Definitely if I started photography back then, I would not be able to get the photos that I get now because I have to get closer to people. I talk to people a lot now. Building your social skills will get you unlock a lot of shots for you that you don't really think about. Look up on YouTube how to become a more social person, pretty much. Charisma, that's what you need. Also, build on your social skills, because if you want to have like business with, I don't know, brands or artists in the future, then you have to be able to communicate with them. You can't just like get the job. I mean, you could if you're like elite. Number 3 is a pretty important one. I'm not gonna expand on it too much because you should just know, but number 3, set goals. Whether it's goals in business or personal goals with photography, just have something that you're striving for. That way you're not doing shit blind. Number 4, this one, I don't see a lot of people talk about these in their photography videos. Number 4 is learn about cinematography and filmmaking. This is a kind of a cheat code because a lot of like everything about filmmaking and cinematography is like, how's the lighting, how to shape the light to fit the scene that you want. And even though I'm not like a master at that, just learning the basics of that, it helps a lot in my photography. Like I know how to place people if the light is hitting from that way and things like that. And then from there, it'll take your pictures probably to another level because not a lot of people think like that. They just get a camera and they just go out and start shooting, but there's a lot of things you can work on to enhance your skill. Number 5, don't obsess over gear and settings. Now, just get something you can practice with and practice. The best camera is whatever camera you have. And when it comes to settings, honestly, whenever I shoot, I just shoot on shutter priority or aperture priority, and I just focus on one thing that I want to control. You don't really have to focus on everything when it comes to your settings. Just like trust your camera, focus on what you want to focus on. That helps communicate your vision and do that shit. And if it's fucked up, then that sucks. The real most important thing in photography, just capturing the moment itself. If you don't capture the moment and your settings are super dialed in to what you wanted it to be, there's no point. You just waste a bunch of time. You missed the moment. Number 6, find photo inspiration. For me, street photography was like the coolest form of photography, as well as basketball stuff. In street photography, it's artists like Alex Webb and Vivian Meyer. Those are my like 2 favorites. Find your inspirations, study them, and try to incorporate that into your work without copying them exactly. Put your own flair to it, make it swaggy. And the last, number 7, find ways to make photography fun. To make photography fun, because it does get pretty boring if you just do the same shit over and over again. I like to make videos as well. This right here, posting this on YouTube, it's fun. Also, I don't do work that I don't want to do. Like people ask me to do something, they're like, what's your price? I'm like, I don't have any price. I don't want to do it. And I kind of just avoid the conversation. I gotta get better at rejecting offers because a lot of ass offers, like a baby shower, some shit will come up, and I'm like, sure. And I just ghost them. Don't do that. Because that shit just doesn't make photography fun, you know what I'm saying? Like, find things that you like to do. Oh, he should be able to fit. Sorry about that. Another thing I do to keep photography fun, I like to update thorn. I update my website pretty often. Actually, not often at all. Probably like once a month, but it's still a cool thing to have. Going out and like hanging out with my friends and being that camera guy, you know what I'm saying? Like taking pictures wherever we go, especially if it's on like a hike or something. That's just beautiful. There's a lot of different ways you can make like just keep photography fun, but it's up to you to figure out how to do that for yourself. A lot of people just shoot until they get sick of it and they quit. When you get sick of it, you gotta really if you really like it, you'll find ways to make it fun and develop your passion without quitting. If you stuck around to the end, here's the bonus tip. If you were to become a photographer, I'd suggest practicing on a digital camera. In the street photography world, that's like the main thing that I care about in photography. Like a lot of the YouTube videos I watch about photography are about street photographers. In the street photography world, like everybody or most people shoot film, and if you don't shoot film, they think you're ass because you have like unlimited chances, and they're like, oh, all you do is just spray and pray that it's a good shot. Something like that. That's the tone that I get from them. Fuck that. In my experience, I didn't have the money for an amazing digital camera, so I bought a mid one, and then I kind of adopted the mindset of a person that shoots on a film camera. Like, since they run out of shots for their film, and then they have to go and buy more film, they have to be more you have to be more smart about the shots that you get. You can't just be like keeping it on like a high burst shutter and just hold the button down and take a bunch of pictures. It doesn't work on film. You'd run out in like 1 second. But if you shoot on digital and you have the mindset of a film shooter, where it's like you can't just be shooting whatever all willy-nilly, then you'll really become pretty good. Like, you have instant feedback on your work. You're taking shots that are actually good because you're thinking about them and you're not just spraying and praying. Keep it on single shoot mode, so you have to actually work on your timing, and then you'll be Gucci, bro. Like, you'll be able to shoot way more shots. You're putting in way more work. You're saving more money in the long run because film is not cheap. So shoot on digital. Fuck what everybody else says. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. Just don't be whack. Actually work on your skill when you do digital. Don't just spray. With the advantage of the instant feedback and the very quick uploading to your computer and whatnot, I don't see any reason why you can't be the greatest photographer ever, bro. You know what I'm saying? And film shooters really think they're different, bro. Nah, it's just you have a set of restrictions, so your mindset's a little different. But if we all live with those restrictions in our mindset, digital is really a cheat code. And now that's the end of the video. Hopefully that was helpful. If it wasn't, my bad for wasting your time. Once again, my name is Mata. If you like this video, leave a like on the video and consider subscribing. That'd be great. All right, last thing, never quitter. Peacer.